my name is JanStiff, and welcome to my floss tube. This is my second floss tube. The first one is up and running. I think it did okay. I liked doing it, so that was good. So I thought, well, I'll come back and do a second one. I do have some notes over here to my side, so I'm going to be looking at those every now and then. And I know the glare in my glasses isn't all that great, but the outside light coming in is. So we'll just have to deal with that for a bit. First, I want to tell you another personal story, I guess. So I started cross stitching in the 80s, maybe even before that. But my sister and I, and then her mom, we cross stitched together. So it came to a point where I couldn't see. So I had this pattern that I just loved, but I couldn't see to do it. So I asked my younger sister if she would do it for me. And she said, of course. So fast forward, and my younger sister, Becky, she's 10 years younger. Fast forward in life, and all of a sudden she can't see. So she can't really finish it. So she sent it to me, which was perfect because I had started doing this, cross stitching again. So she sent it to me, and I was able to finish it. And it is so beautiful. I just love it. I know the blinds are bad. And you'll notice down at the bottom, it says Becky and Janet and then 2021. So 2021 is when I finished it, and I put her name and my name because she had done about half of it. And it's just beautiful. It's going to be awesome for Christmas. Ooh, I'm probably making you guys a little seasick. But yeah, it is so beautiful, and I'm so glad I had it framed and just can't wait. And that was a kit that we had bought. And it was funny. So during the time she had it, she also found this Santa in a perforated paper kit. So she actually cross-stitched that for me for Christmas one year for an ornament. So I had that probably 12 years before we finally finished this. So that was kind of a fun thing. So today I'm going to go through some of my WIPS. We'll talk a little bit about what I'm doing on those. There's a few finishes that I'll show you. And then, a new start. Yeah, we'll talk about a new start too. And then I do have some haul. So with that being said, let's get started. The first WIP that I'm going to show you is Winter Quaker. So here's the pattern. Absolutely beautiful. It goes with that Summer Quaker that's on the wall over there. And then there's also a spring and an autumn. So this is a design by Rosewood Manor and Karen Kluba. She's so awesome with all these different Quakers. I just love them. So here is where I am. Not too far. Have a ways to go, but it's such a fun stitch. The different motifs and stuff, some of them go real quickly, others take a little bit of time, but you just see them developing as you're stitching them. So they just are absolutely beautiful. The details on this, so you stitch with, it calls for Valdani threads, 3 strands, and they're hand dyed. They're supposed to be colored fast, and those are the called for. And you can get thread packs of them from different needle workshops. The material here is 28 count Cashel Ice Blue. So the one that the pattern was stitched on, I couldn't really find. But when I put it in, I want to say like 1, 2, 3 stitch, this came up as a good alternative. So that's why I'm using it. And it's a beautiful color, beautiful blue. I really feel like it's coming out good in the picture. So it is a wonderful stitch. I really do like it. I'm going to put that down, and I'm just going to tuck this stuff behind me or off to the side so I don't get anything too messed up. the next one, which you would have seen in the first floss tube, is the Celtic band sampler. And that is this. So I've gotten quite a bit done since the last time. So I was kind of up in here in the letters. And the reason why I've done this whole thing here was just to make sure that I had enough space, because all of this wording is new. I didn't like the wording that was actually on the pattern. And I'm going to show you a picture of the pattern. And then all right, I'm going to put her down, and then if I need to bring her back up, I will. So here is the pattern. And there's some stuff that I've adjusted. Like I skipped this row with the acorns. And then this saying. I decided I wanted to change it. So I went online and I looked up like famous Irish quotes or Irish sayings, or just a ton of different things in order to find something good that would be suitable. Like I told you before, I'm stitching this for my mom. She has recently been diagnosed with dementia, and last year we took a trip to Ireland, and it was my mom, my daughter, and I. So it was so much fun, and we have family that lived there, so it was really good. So when I was looking for things to stitch, one of the verses. A trip across the Emerald Isle will leave you with a bucket full of memories to pass on. Okay, and then I thought there was more to it, but I don't have that. So what I decided to do, oh wait, here it is. A trip across the Emerald Isle will leave you with a bucket full of memories to pass on. He who travels has memories to keep and stories to tell. It was a little too much on the memory thing for me, so I thought, you know what, I'm just going to change it a bit. Kind of make it apply to the trip that we went on. So I charted new words. A trip across the Emerald Isle will leave you with memories and a smile. So I went through tons of different stuff. You know, I was doing the whole thing at first, and then I was doing part of it, and then I was going to say and joy, but I finally came up with and a smile, which we did. We had so much fun. So a trip across the Emerald Isle will leave you with memories and a smile. So I think she'll love it once I get it done. So I'm going to keep working on it. Another change that I made that I told you guys about last time. So the B was for Bridget, which is my grandma's name. And then the M is for Michael, my grandpa's. And then the last name Ward. I had used different colors. This was a lighter blue. I'm going to change this B to more of this color, just so it goes better and it doesn't stand out as much, you know. But that's that. So I'm glad to be working on it. I really do enjoy it. So yeah, you can always make changes as you see fit on any of your charts and stuff. You just have to then realize you got to take the time to actually do the pattern for the words and stuff. And I have a couple different books that have different alphabets in them. And so I've used those a lot, and I definitely used them for this. I just flipped through them to see if there was like a font that I wanted to use, and I found one, and that's what I did. So my next stitch whip is, it's funny, I love it. Buying cross stitch like I'm immortal. So this was something that I started at StitchCon. Lucy Beam is the designer. I just love it. And here it is. This is as far as I have gotten. But I'm getting there. It was, so when I was at StitchCon, I ended up not being able to stitch it because I couldn't see it really well. And I got so frustrated. I'm like, what the heck? It's a 20 count. No, it's a 22 count Ada. So I think because since it was so small and then I didn't have the right light and I wanted to get stitching, so I switched it out and did something else. But so this material is from Tom and Lily Creations. It is Lagoon, I want to say. And then the flosses that I've used are theirs as well, Tom and Lily. And it's Amandeer, Nuit, and Light Green. Really beautiful, beautiful colors. They do a really nice job. And the flosses are really nice to stitch with. I've not had any problems. So I really do like that one. And hopefully, as time goes, I'll get it done. It won't take too long. And this Lucy Beam, boy, I want to show you what I keep it in. So I keep it in this little like tote bag. I got this at Hobby Lobby, but it works out so great because I can just pop everything in. I can take her in and watch TV, and whatever I'm doing, I can just grab it. So that works out so nice. The other, I want to show you. So this is the bag that I use for the Winter Quaker. And I'll just show you something that I've done. So I have this little box that organizes all the threads. And it really comes in handy. The ones that are on these bobbins are the flosses that I had left after doing the summer Quaker. So this does call for some of those, so I just left them on the bobbins. And yeah, so it works out really good. This bag is from Sherry So Sweet on Etsy. She does an amazing job. I mean, everything is so beautiful. It's so well made. Beautiful colors. She's got different sizes. So it's a great bag. Okay, now moving on. Well, all right, I'll just show you my Celtic bag. It's this. It works great because there's just lots of room. Lots of room. So the next WIP is Little Women. So this is a chart that is Twin Peak Primitives. And it is another one that has been kind of fun to stitch. I've had to frog a bit, like in the whole house area. My count was off, and I swore to myself when I got back into cross stitching, since I'm retired and I have time, if I make a mistake, I'm pulling it out and fixing it. Well, I didn't really pull it out. I adjusted. So I ended up pulling this side out so I could make this side of the house a little bit bigger like this side, because I had all this done already. And I was like, oh, but I took the time to actually, fix it. So that was good. So anyway, Twin Peak Primitives. I'm using all the called for DMC. The Ada is 18 count Artiste Vintage. I think I got this from Hobby Lobby, actually. I started this like in October of last year. I'm actually stitching it for my daughter. She really liked Little Women. I loved Little Women. So I'm hoping I'll get it done for Christmas, maybe. I'm hoping. But yeah, so it's been fun. I've enjoyed it. And what do I have next? Okay, I think that's it for my WIPs, according to my notes. So I'm gonna put this one back here. And then so I have some others. Let me find them. I know they're here. Oh wait, first let me do this. So this is what I keep my Little Women in. This is a project folder that I had ordered from Just Crossing Stitches, and it is amazing. I just love it. It's got this zippered pocket, it's got another pocket here, it's got all these little individual pockets that you can use for all the different flosses. It's so well made. I just love it. It's got, like, I keep my pattern on this side in here, so it just is really I just love it. So I'm sure I will use it for years to come for many different projects. Okay, now let me move on to back here. Okay. So, I was working on She is closed with strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come. So this was Annie the Proper Stitcher, is a pattern that she had put out. I want to say it was at Nashville Market. And my friend Pam did this for her birthday stitch. So I went ahead and stitched it. I love it. I think it is so beautiful. I am up in the air if I want to make a pillow or if I want to frame it. So that's going to be the big decision coming up, what I really want to do with it. But it really is beautiful, and I'm so glad I stitched it. The other, last time I told you about my baby sampler, and it's all done. I'm still waiting for the name so I can put in the name and the date. So I'm just waiting. And I pulled this out so I can show you. I used to have like a plastic bin, and I would lay all my finishes in there, nice and neat, put like archival tissue paper in between them. But then I just started doing this recently, and I so love it. So yeah, so it stays nice. And yeah, like I said, I'm waiting for the date and the weight, and then we'll be on our way. Another thing, and these I had finished a while ago, finished stitching them. So there, early on, I found this, I guess, I don't know, was it a website? Maybe a website, Facebook page. Oracle Sal is what this was called. And then I have another one too that we did. So it was fun. I mean, it was like my first time doing any of this Quaker stuff. So every week or two, she would put something new out, and she would tell us what the different things meant. And then it was like, go ahead and personalize it however you see fit, whatever you want to do. So I put our initials, like, so my initial, and then I have my husband's and our daughter, and then our daughter's dog. I put him there. So it was really a fun stitch. Now I just need to frame it, I guess, is what I'm thinking I'll do with it. But yeah, I liked doing it. And that same woman who did the Oracle Sal, I guess that same year, since I have it on here, she also did a Halloween one. And this Halloween, like this fabric, so the fabric on the first one, it's just something I had. This fabric I actually ordered because I wanted orange, but it's more creamsicle or something. It's really not as orange as I would have liked. But again, this was a fun stitch. So yeah, so again, I need to do something with this too. This I might frame, because it'd be easy just to throw up for Halloween. But yeah, and again on the hanger, so they'll stay pressed nice and neat, so I won't have to worry about it too much. So I like that. And what now? I think I'm to haul. I think I am. Okay. Oh no. Let me do new start first. This'll be. So, new start. I was watching Nancy the Disorderly Stitcher. She's funny. I do like watching her. She's good. And she was doing a kit parade. So, like all of her patterns that are already kitted up, she was going through all those. And she talked about each one and talked about different stuff. And at one point she was talking about, and I don't remember what kit it was, but she was talking about it was going to be just one color, and how fun that is to stitch. And I've never done it. I've never made like a red sampler. I've never stitched with silk. So when I was at StitchCon this year, I went to Keepsakes and I asked them, okay, this is what I want to do. I'm going to go find the pattern and then I'll need your help. And they're like, oh, come back, whatever. So this is the pattern that I found. And look at that. It's totally green, just green. It's going to be monochromatic. And it's got all those little, like different, like birds and baubles and stars. So I think it'll be fun. I think it'll go fast too. So this is what I bought to do that on. And like I said, the ladies at Keepsakes they were amazing. So you can kind of see, and I'll open it just a smidge like that so you can see the modeling on it. So I think it'll really be pretty. The pattern itself, all through the night, and designed by, well, okay, the pattern is Oh Christmas Tree. Designed by All Through the Night, Bonnie Sullivan. And I am going to be stitching it on Hazelwood, which is this 18 count Aida, fiber on a whim. These are Gloriana Silk, and the name of them is Avonlea Green. Just feeling them. They're so soft. So I just love it. So I can't wait to get started on that. So that's my plan for my new start. And why I mentioned Nancy, she brought up having like monochromatic Mondays or whatever. And I'm like, oh, I could totally do that. I don't know what I'm getting myself into. Maybe I'm promising too much for myself. We'll see how it goes. But I am excited about starting that. Okay, so let me talk about some haul. So I belong to this cross stitch. It's like a cross stitch unloading. So like a D-stash group. And it's fun. They come up with such good stuff. So these are some of the things that I got on that. Count Twice. So this is Plum Street Sampler. Count twice, stitch once. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so perfect. Absolutely perfect. So I will be very excited to start on that whenever I start it. Not anytime new. I noticed I had a little theme going here. So this one is Needle and Flax. Again, so it's talking about stitching and stuff. I just love it. I think it is so cute. And that's Teresa Coquette. Creative Whims. And the stitch count, 119 by 83. So it's not really big. So yeah, I think that'll be really fun. And then this one. Delaney Woods Treasures, Grand Old Flag, Teresa L. Malone. But this I thought so simple, but so pretty. So yes, I'm looking forward to doing that too. I really do like patriotic stuff. I really feel like I'm being drawn more and more to that. So I'm glad to find those on the D-Stash group. And they were very inexpensive, so that was nice. The other thing I got this patriotic bag, which I just love. And this is Sherry So Sweet. Again, she has an Etsy shop. She does a great job. Shipping is perfect. You get everything quickly. The next two bags, so these were kind of listed on that D-Stash by the designer or the maker. And so this was Eileen Marquez. And I had ordered stuff from her before, Little Needle Books, and she just was so good. But so here is one of the bags she had. And what was neat about it, so it's just like a flip envelope top, but they're beautifully made. I mean, she does a great job. But then you have the choice whether you want Velcro or snaps. So I asked for snaps, so that's what we did on this one. But again, it's really beautifully made. Beautiful material. Shipped fast. And then here is another one by her as well. So pretty. I love these birds. I think they are so pretty, and the colors. And again, I went with the snaps versus Velcro. And it's just so nice. Nice material. Really is nice. Feels good. So that is my haul there. What else do I have? Oh, some of this. So I listen to a lot of Floss too. And you, hold on, I'm just going to show you what I do. I know you'll probably think I'm crazy, and I've always done it. Like I had another book, but since I started doing floss tubes, I'm like, I just want to, continue to be organized. So as I watch floss tubes, I will take little notes. And this is a big, but I like every day if I watch or every other day, I just have so many notes. And it's nice because you can kind of go back to see like, oh, who mentioned this, or oh, like, okay, so Pam and stuff, one of the things was okay, so Callie from Floss Boston Cousins was trying to figure out like, what can I do with these sales, how can I stay focused on them and everything. Well, then I watched Pam and Steph one night, and Pam, who is the sale queen, she started doing a wheel. So she had all her sales on there and she'd spin a wheel, and that would determine which one she'd work on. So could be an idea for Callie. And I think I might have put that out there for her. Who else did I watch? Oh, Fat Quarter Shop. They have got that whole hometown neighborhood stitch going on right now. It is really pretty. Those patterns are really nice. She showed a few of them, and I could definitely see maybe having to make those purchases. They really were pretty. Pretty colors, pretty buildings. I mean, just the whole thing was really nice. I watched Java Girl Stitches. She does amazing finishes. She is so good. Everything looks so nice. It's all pressed and put together, and there's bows and coordinating colors, and she stitches in a room that just, she has so much stuff displayed that is just beautiful. I just love watching her. And she has a friend that joins her every now and then, and oh my gosh, the two of them together are just crazy girlfriends. Oh, Just Keep Stitching too. Steph mentioned StitchCon, and something that I thought was important was that updated information is actually on Keepsake's website or Facebook page. So that's where you need to go in order to find information. Once it gets going, then the StitchCon Facebook page will be up and running and updated as needed. What else did I watch? Oh, Hobbies of Holly. She did a Floss Tube extra about Facebook Marketplace and how you can find things on there, whether it's spools or baskets, kits or samplers. I mean, there's just so many things that she was telling you, like how to do it and what to look for, and she was really good. Oh, and Christy at Floss Boss, and she lost her dog Grizz this past week, so that was really sad. I saw it on Instagram and I felt bad. That's like the hardest thing with loving your dogs, it's so hard. So I felt so bad for her, but I think she's doing okay now. Okay, somebody else that I watch is Goose Designs, and she, early on, I got this bag from her. I ordered it. I love it. It's got the vinyl front, which is perfect, and I almost feel like this was before even having the full fabric bags, but this has worked well. I do have a project that I keep in it. I just pulled it out for right now. But it's a pretty bag, and they are very reasonably priced. The thing that has me bringing it up is that she got an email from somebody that really hurt her feelings about her bag making, and talking about how she was like an eighth of an inch off or something like that. And she felt so bad. I felt so bad watching her floss tube talk about it. So we just have to be kind no matter what we do, and nobody is perfect, and that's okay. Like I said, her bags are reasonably priced, so I think they're worth it. They're nice bags. And she is a very nice lady. So I think we just need to be a little bit kinder if we can. The other thing I just watched yesterday was Antique Needleworkers. So Shelly is actually going to be designing, has already started designing. I mean, so she's got it out there. You can get patterns. Go and watch her floss tube. It is amazing. She's going to be great. I really think she's going to do a great job. I mean, she just showed one sampler to start. And I was like, oh, I so want that. And she had such a good idea. She talked about baby samplers and stuff. So go watch it if you haven't. And I think that's probably it. I don't I don't see anything else in my notes. Maybe afterwards I'll be like, oh shoot, I should have told him about this. But I think that's it for right now. I would personally like to thank, I have like a little stitching group of girls that we get together and stitch every now and then over the computer. Pam and Rebecca and Denise and Chantil and Val. It is so much fun, and I'm so grateful for them because they are so supportive of these floss tubes, and they're supportive of everything, though. They really are great. So I do want to thank them, and I want to thank all of you so much for joining me, and I hope you have enjoyed it. And if you could subscribe and like, that would be awesome. And I will talk to you all later.